I'll be making a face cream, and in this face cream I'll be using 236.8 grams of my base cream. That is roughly about 60, okay, 59.2. So I'll on my scale, zero it out. This is my coconut cream. I believe you remember it. So I'm scooping it in now. My base cream that I made with coconut milk and aloe vera. I'm putting in 236.8. So that's it. The next thing I'll be adding into it is my tube, my favorite cream tube. This is anti-reaction, anti-rash, anti-whatever, and I'm putting in 28 grams, which is, so this 28 grams is approximately the whole tube, because the whole tube is 30 grams. I know by the time I squeeze, not all will come out. So that's approximately the whole tube. So I'll be squeezing in the whole tube. Okay. And it's exactly 28 on my scale. So the next tube I'll be putting in is my Pharmadem tube. And for my Pharmadem tube, I'm putting in 12.12 grams. I'm checking my scale for the 12 grams. That's 12 grams. Okay. The next thing I'll be putting in is my Snow White powder. And my Snow White powder is water soluble. Okay. So for my Snow White powder, I'm measuring 12 grams, and this, that's 12 grams. Okay, that's 12 grams. And then this my Snow White 12 grams, and to it I'll be adding my alpha arbutin powder 16 grams. And this 16 grams is approximately is 4% of my recipe. So I'll zero out the scale and put in my 16 grams. So I'm going to dissolve them in water. Okay, but while I'm doing that, we'll continue with our video. Okay, let's continue. I'll keep this aside. When I dissolve it, I'll pour it in. So then the water that I'll use to dissolve this will be just enough to dissolve it. I'm not using much. I'll be using about 20 about I'll be using about 30 mils of water to dissolve it. Okay, so now the next ingredient we'll be adding, is our vitamin E. And for our vitamin E, we'll be putting 8 mils. This is my vitamin E. You're seeing it. Then the next thing I'll be putting is my acid. You've known this for a long time, those of you that have been following my video. This is a combination of salicylic, lactic, glycolic, and malic acid. Okay, so I'll be putting 24 mils. This is a strong anti-pimple face cream. Then the next thing I'll be adding is my tea tree oil. Okay, and my tea tree oil I'll be putting 8 ml. That's 8 ml. The next thing I'll be adding is my allantoin powder. This is my allantoin powder. Okay, sorry. This is my allantoin powder. Okay, I'll be putting in 8 grams too. I'll still blend everything before I finish. So that's 8 grams. Allantoin powder is a very soft and fluffy powder. So it's very light. So even when you pour, you feel as if you've poured much, but it's not really much. Okay. So the next ingredient will be my zinc powder. And my zinc powder too, I'll be putting in, which is my 8 grams. Okay. So that's my 8 grams of zinc powder. Then the next thing I'll be adding is my rose water. This is my rose water. And I'm putting in 20 ml of my rose water. That's 20 ml. The next thing is propylene glycol. This is my propylene glycol. And I'll be putting in 12 ml. Okay. Then my essential oil I'm putting in, that's my lavender essential oil. I'm putting in 10 drops of my essential oil. So this like essential oil is supposed to be less than 1%. That's about 0.5% of my recipe. My perfume will also be less than 1% of my recipe, because already these things that I used here have their own scent. I will not want the scent to be clashing with themselves. You now see why initially when I made the base cream the first time, I told you that I'm going to use very little perfume. If you use a very strong perfume, by the time you finish your product, the scent already that is in the ingredients for promixing that you use, your essential oils, everything will come together to give you one kind of funny smell. Although it's not always the case, okay, but it's better to play safe. Then finally my preservative at 1%, okay, which is 4 ml. 4 ml is my 1%. So that's exactly 4 ml. Okay, so I'm going to mix this up now, and then later we'll stick blend all of them together with my face toner or face serum. Okay, you can see it looks very rich and creamy, right? Remember, we've not put in our powders yet. So see, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add 30 ml of water to my powder. So I've added water for the bit here. This 30 ml of water in here. Okay, you can see it. 30 ml of water. So I'm going to put it on fire, double boiler method. You want it up a bit. Our powders have dissolved and we are going to pour them into our face cream now. Okay, remember our powders, the ones that we dissolved, double boiler method. Okay, they've dissolved. So we are going to pour them into our face cream and mix. Remember, I told you the water I used was just about 30 ml. Actually, what I did is I used like their amount in weight, the exact amount in weight that they have. I used that as water, even though it was slightly more than. Okay, so I poured it in. This is the remnant of the face cream. I poured some inside the container. This is it packaged here, the face cream. Okay, this is how it